What's up, guys? We are back in the garage working on the bike. So as you know, we got back from Summit Bike Park. It was super fun, and this bike performed really well. I mean, there's no complaints. So basically the only thing that I want to improve, and I don't even think I can, just because I think it's more of the trail itself. There were these crazy chattery bumps, and I already set my low speed compression on the fork to the softest, and it was still really chattery. So what we're gonna do is, and I did the rear already. It was kind of a pain in the butt. So we're gonna install Cushcore. I already have the full weight one on here, and then I'm gonna install the cross country one in the front. Hopefully it'll be easier now that I know, quote unquote, how to do it. Yeah, it's not easy, but yeah, this one is lighter, so it's not as, I think it's more flexible, so I think it should be easier. So all right, so obviously let's talk about the tools you'll need. You need a bucket, or a trash can will work too, and obviously you're gonna need to refill your sealants. You need a whole bunch of these tire levers, and then of course you need a new valve stem, because you want to have the ones with the hole on the side here, because once this goes in, this will sit right on top of the valve stem, and so the air cannot go from the bottom, so it has to have these holes on the side. So I just got those from Amazon, should be fine. Okay, and then so the first thing you want to do is to release air, of course. All right, so the first thing is to release all the air. All right, okay, now that the air is out, we're gonna break the beads off the tire by simply just pressing down, going around. All right, next you're just gonna use the tire lever to get the tire out. So you just kind of slide your, there you go, slide it across the wheel over there. And then the next step is, so you can see all the sealants are dry. So the next step is to clean all the old sealants off. All right, so the sealant is still a little moist, so it's not really coming off super easy. So I'm just gonna leave it in the sun, which will do two things. It will kind of harden these sealant, so it'll be easier to peel off, and also soften the tire, so it's easier to put it on later. So I'm gonna leave it out here. All right, so the next thing you want to do is to take off the old stem, and then we will clean the wheel a little bit. Use a little alcohol, just clean off the edges, make sure there's no like sealant, residual sealant, and so the beads can sit nice and tight. So my buddies asked me like, oh, can you tell the difference between the aluminum wheels, those race face ARC30 versus these MV, this one is M7, I think, M730, yeah. And it's almost like, what, 8 times the price, or actually like 10. And honestly, not really. I think both are, you know, as long as it's in good shape, it's fine. I don't think that the speed that I go through berms and stuff, I don't think I can tell much difference. So next step is to put the new valve stem in. All right, so the next step would be to put on the Cushcore. So again, this is the lighter version. This is the cross country. So it has these, it's thinner, and these stubs. So you generally want the heavier duty one in the rear, because all your weight is in the rear. When you go through berm, that's where all the deflection of the tires are. The front really just kind of glides and tracks really well, and just you know, leads the direction. But the rear is where it gets all the usage. So in general, you see these notches, you just want to line them up right at the stem valve. Okay, and then just kind of put it away from you, and then kind of stretch both sides. And then what I did on the last one is I basically put it at the bottom so I can stretch. Oh, this one is easy. This one is easy. Yeah, this one is super lightweight. I mean, light duty. So it goes on super easy. The other one, I gotta use some muscle. Okay, so that's done, and we're pretty much ready to put the tire in. That's where the quote-unquote hard part is. All right, we finally cleaned most of the sealants out and use alcohol to clean the beads around. So the first thing you want to do is make sure you mount it in the right direction. So the front tire goes like that, so rotation goes forward like that. So we want to find the rotation mark. Here you go. Okay, so rotation this way, so we want to go like that. Okay. All right, now we aim the double X to the stem. So the first part is you're going to put the wheel in basically the entire tire well. So you just, shouldn't be too hard. Just wanna, yeah, so that's easy. Because that one is actually, the rear one is actually much harder. It took me like about 3 minutes to kind of squeeze in because the Cushcore is much thicker. So this one is good. All right, so line up again the double X to the stem. So like that. Putting the beads under the groove that the Cushcore sits. Okay, so you want to have the beads all within the groove in the middle, so you have enough slack to pull the beads in. Now we just want to have the beads under the Cushcore in the central tunnel, that crevice. So want to have it go under, but you don't want to push too hard on the Cushcore because you don't want the Cushcore to fall out. So you just kind of want to squeeze in there. There you go. Cushcore website has a good technique too, but this should be good enough. Now we're getting a little tight up here, which is normal. We're gonna use our tire lever and basically push the beads into the groove, okay, to give enough slack so we can do that side. So you want to push it into the groove. There you go. So you want to see a little space, and so the tire's in the groove, the beads. Okay, so you want to do it all around. This is probably a good time to put one here so it doesn't pop out, and then you kind of keep going until. All right, so we want to make sure everything is still in the groove. So that one came up a little bit. Yep, make sure get enough support at the bottom so the Cushcore doesn't fall out. Okay, so that's pretty good. All right, so now let's can try using the lever. Get it in. Okay. All right. Okay, use the lever, get it in. Technically, I should go under Cushcore. Okay, let's put one here so it doesn't pop out. Okay, where's the other one? It fell off. Now you just want to use this little groove to grab the reel and then push it in. Okay, make sure it's again sits in the groove so you have enough slack. Okay, same thing here. Okay, all right, let's grab this one and do it on this side. Okay, getting there. Push it in. Okay, grab here. Okay, now if it's getting too tight like this, you just want to kind of go backwards and make sure it's still, everything is still in the groove. Otherwise you're not going to have enough slack. So that side is pretty good. This side came up a little. Okay, all right, then keep going. We go here. All right. Okay, we're almost there. I think just one more. So we're gonna squeeze in here. There you go. All right. So this side is much easier. I would say like at least 30 to 50% easier because the Cushcore is just pretty slim. That one, oh my goodness, it was painful. I was sweating my balls off. So all right, anyways, let's do this side now. Basically everything the same. Last one. So just gotta squeeze this under. There you go. All right. Woo! That's pretty good. Yeah, like I said, this is easy. That one, I should have done this first, and but that one just took a little while. But anyways, now we just want to pump it up. Let's do that. All right, now we pump it up. All right, now we release in here for the seating. All right, that's one. Okay, two. All right, should be more. So let's pump it up a little bit. There you go. All right, I think that's it. Can we pump it up to 30, 35, make sure everything is good. All right, now we just kind of go around the bead, making sure everything looks good. And all right, that looks pretty good. So now it's time to fill the sealant. So I have this little tube thingy. It's about 50 cc's. So we just fill it twice. All right. So another good advantage of Cushcore is that you can run slightly lower pressure, because now you have a little protection in terms of pinch flats, etc. So, hey, 24, that's all right. Leave it at 25, there you go. That's good. All right, so front tire is on, it's good. So now you can see, I don't know if you can, I got the EXT Storia V3 here. All right. I actually got this one. I actually got the Olin shock, and so the shock looks like this. On this frame, it's mounted upside down, meaning the reservoir is down. What they didn't tell me, you know, they told me, oh yeah, Olin fits as long as it's 210 stroke 55 millimeters. But this part is so wide. When I installed it, it was hitting the frame, or hitting the frame right here. I don't know if you can see right here, and so. That's why for Olin's on Carbonjack, you need to get the side reservoir that looks like the EXT one. I did not know they have two different types. So anyways, I'm gonna be selling this one. Anyway, so I got the 600 pounds spring. I just kind of dial the low speed compression, high speed compression, rebound, kind of same ratio. I kind of extrapolated the data from my from the push industry. So we'll see how it goes. Should be fine. It'll help with the chatter, obviously, but the chatter mainly is in the front, not in the back. I'm just interested to try to see how this one jumps, how it feels. And yeah, happy shredding. You!